One morning in late February of 1982, a 42-year-old man named Sam Drash was standing inside of his office, which was inside of a United Methodist Church building in Memphis, Tennessee. And as he stood there, he was frustrated. His arms were crossed, and he was staring down at an empty bowl on his desk. So Sam was the headmaster of an elementary school that was inside of this church. This church building was massive. It not only had, the main chapel and this elementary school, but there were also dozens of offices. There was a full gymnasium, a full kitchen, laundry facilities. I mean, this place was massive. As for Sam, he spent the majority of his time in his office doing administrative work for the elementary school. And because he was at his computer all the time, just kind of doing this busy work, he found himself wanting to snack a lot. And so he needed like a healthy snack to binge on. And he found, mixed nuts were the thing he liked to eat the most that were, sort of healthy. And so he always had this big bowl of mixed nuts on his desk that he always kept full. But this morning, when he walked into his office, this big bowl of mixed nuts was inexplicably empty. And he knew the night before he had filled the bowl up, and he didn't come in between last night and now, so, who ate the mixed nuts? And so feeling pretty annoyed, he's like, all right, somebody must have come in here and taken them, okay, fine. And so he left his office and headed to the kitchen to get some more snacks. When Sam went inside the kitchen, he saw the church's cook was at the counter cutting vegetables. And so Sam said hello to the cook and then walked right over to the pantry where the snacks were. He opened it up and he looked at the shelf where the mixed nuts always were, and the entire container was gone. And in addition to that, Sam's scanning the other shelves and seeing that a lot of snacks that he knew were typically in this pantry were also gone. It was like someone had raided the entire pantry. And so Sam, he turns to the cook and goes, hey, was there like an event here last night where they would have handed out a lot of snacks? Because I feel like all the snacks are gone here. And the cook, who at that point was still chopping vegetables, he stopped, put the knife down, and he turned and looked at Sam and said, I'm glad somebody else has noticed this, because for the last month, food has been going missing for no reason. I don't understand what's happening here. The cook told Sam that at first, the food that was going missing was pretty minor. It was really just snacks and just here and there, not a big deal. But he said more and more lately, it wasn't just snacks going missing. It was actually stuff from the fridge. And he told Sam that, at night, he put a padlock on the fridge specifically to keep people out of it, in particular the kids, who would come in and like raid the fridge. He's like, it's locked. But, last night he said he put a ham in the fridge, this whole ham, he put it in the fridge, and then he shut and locked the fridge. And then this morning when he came in, he opened the fridge up and the ham was gone. And he literally walked over to the fridge, opened it up, and showed Sam the shelf where this huge ham was supposed to be, but now it was just gone. The cook told Sam that he had already spoken to church administrators about this strange issue, when he flagged this morning that this ham was now gone. And while they said they'd look